Welcome to the No Experience Podcast, where two dudes with their hands down their pants are on a quest to talk about anything and everything. I'm Jared Hines, and I'm joined by my co-host, Ammar Al-Abdullah. And today we're talking about traditionally masculine and feminine stuff that we just love.
Yeah, like sticking our hands in our pants and sitting on the couch for the masculine thing, and like, I don't know, flowers for the feminine thing.
Yeah.
That's a fun thing. I like to talk about just man shit, I just like man shit.
Yeah.
But I also like women shit,
I think we might be not polar opposites, but on opposite sides of the line here. I think you might have more of a preference for the masculine stuff. I don't.
You would think that. You might think that, but I think you'll be surprised that I actually tend to just trend more feminine with most of the stuff I like. But I also like manly shit, too. I like a lot of it. Like, I like guns, and I like cigars, and I like grilling, dad shit, basically.
On the topic of cigars, in fact, I think you remember this, I used to smoke these clove cigarettes.
Yeah, those things were weird. Really cool, though.
Yeah. They were Kretex. They were called Jarum Blacks. They were these sleek, all-black cigarettes.
This is not an ad. This is not sponsored.
No. I fucking wish.
But maybe they should
Hey,
get
Jarum,
on that.
you wanna...
Yeah, Jarum, want to sponsor us? Special Clove cigarettes? We're smokers.
Yeah. No, I used to be a smoker back when it was legal for me to smoke at 18 years old.
Yeah, at the present time, you don't smoke.
Yes.
Of course.
Uh-huh. But you couldn't, not feel cool smoking them.
Oh, no. They were, pure black. And it was
Yeah.
like, this is fucking sleek.
Yeah, and they would knock you on your ass, too. They would last, 15 minutes, and they were just so strong.
Yeah, it
I
was
loved
like
the shit out of them.
Oh, yeah. It was a put hair on your chest kind of cigarette.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and they had this nice, spiced flavor.
Yeah.
That just, it just felt so classy.
Yeah, it's, let's just get fucking into it, man. Let's talk, masculine shit, okay? Let's get into some masculine stuff that we like.
Yeah, okay.
All right? So you go first, because you said you fall on the more feminine side of the spectrum when it comes to things that you like. So what are some masculine things you like, Jared?
It's tough, because I feel like most of the masculine stuff that I engage in are more just, second nature rather than anything intentional or anything I'm thinking about.
Sure.
So it's hard to come up with something specific, at least that, I love or anything. But I mean, I guess if we want to get basic here, I fucking, I do the whole little spread, I'm going spread eagle, and I do that a lot.
Like the man spread thing.
Yes. Exactly.
You sit really wide.
As we are speaking right now, I have my legs basically on either side of Ammar's body.
Like a foot and a half apart, yeah.
Straight up. And, that's just more comfortable for me to sit.
Yeah, see, now that's something that I don't understand. I've never had that. I think a lot of it comes down to the fact that I'm not packing schmeat, okay? I'm not.
Yeah.
So
me either.
Yeah, but but a lot of dudes say it's more comfortable to sit that way with their wide stance, but I've never had that. I prefer a thinner stance most of the time.
See, it's not more comfortable for me because of my junk.
Sure.
My junk is like Play-Doh. I can make it fit any situation. Okay, I don't gotta worry.
That's not a comparison you want. Dick to Play-Doh?
I don't know. I kind of like it.
If that got around, people...
Fun to play with.
Fun to play with, not to eat.
Kind of colorful.
Oh my god.
But no, this is just more comfortable because my body tends to naturally sit at this angle.
Sure.
But if I am gonna do something tighter, I don't sit with the whole foot on my knee. I go full knee over knee.
Oh, sure.
That's
like a woman with a short dress kind of thing.
Yeah. So the more masculine, having your shin perpendicular to you.
Yeah, how I'm sitting right now.
Yeah. That's not been my thing a whole lot.
Sure.
But gosh, it's hard to tell. You got one?
Yeah. I mean, I guess traditionally masculine shit, right? It's like you said, it's kind of hard to know because you just kind of do it. But the one that I always point to is it's nothing feels better to me than watching television on the couch with my hand firmly down my pants, wrapped around my junk.
Yeah.
Not in a, not even in like oh, this is, like feels nice kind of way. It just feels natural to stick my hand in my pants.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that says about me. I don't know what that. I don't know
It
if
depends
people.
on if you wash your hands.
Of course, I'm
Right.
anal retentive about washing my hands. But sticking your hand down your pants is kind of like just that classic like gross man thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you have never done it, you gotta try it. That's a bit of unsolicited advice for the listeners. Is to from wherever you're sitting, wherever you're coming from, stick your hand in your pants and just try it for a second.
Yeah.
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at how nice of an experience that is.
I love having like a dark liquor or something, like whiskey, in a glass.
With the ice cubes?
Yeah, with like the ice cubes or the stones.
Like a whiskey on the
Whiskey
rocks
stones,
kind of
yeah.
thing?
That just feels so... Oh,
Just nice?
yeah.
Just feels right?
It feels musky. If musky was a physical feeling.
Yeah, if you could, describe something that's musky, it would be the feeling of drinking whiskey on the rocks out of a very nice glass.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, if we're talking masculine stuff, this is something that, many people probably wouldn't assume, like knowing me, but I love guns. I love them.
Yeah, I didn't know that until right now.
No, yeah, I do. One of my favorite things to do is go out to the shooting range and shoot guns. It's like, even if I'm not shooting anything, just, if I'm just going out there to fire a gun just to fire a gun, that shit's fun. It is just fun. Something about the kick of a firearm is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is, it's hard to say. It's kind of like, it's like smoking a cigarette or like you said, like drinking whiskey, right? The burn, the endorphins that you get from like the burn of a cigarette or whiskey. Same thing for me is like when I get the recoil of like a firearm when I shoot it. I'm like, that's nice. That's like a morphine drip without the risk of renal failure. Like, it's fantastic.
God damn it. Yeah, it's ironic because I was born and raised in Idaho.
Yeah.
My entire life. And I grew up with vets all around me and like a bunch of hodunk motherfuckers. But,
yeah, rednecks.
Yeah. But I was never super into shooting.
Really?
Yeah, like I've gone out a few times and I've shot and like it's been okay, but it's not something like I want to invest in or invest a particularly large amount of time in. And it's not the most satisfying thing ever. For me, I feel like the most satisfying type of physical violence that I can conduct is with a melee weapon.
That was a loaded thing that you just kind of said there.
I know.
Like hitting something with a bat.
Yeah, a bat or a machete or
something. You ever
something.
gone to one of those like destroy room, like rage rooms?
I've not. I always wanted to.
They're fun. They are a lot of fun.
I used to go to anger management classes.
Sure.
In like elementary and junior high, and they worked for me. They were just like these little school run things, and I can understand if that didn't work for a lot of people, but it worked for me.
Yeah.
I had really bad anger issues, but then I like got some decent coping mechanisms, and I learned to like handle that shit.
Yeah, sure.
So like I don't like get angry very often. I definitely don't take it out, but having that excuse, having somewhere I can go and like it's expected for me to go kind of ape shit. Oh
yeah.
Oh God.
You ever try
jiu-jitsu?
I have a semi
already.
You ever try like jiu-jitsu or like MMA stuff, like mixed martial arts?
No, I haven't.
A lot of people like it for that same reason because it's like a meditative form of anger. My brother used to do it when he was younger. For a little while, and I have friends personally that do it right now that swear by it. They're like kickboxing, jujitsu, taekwondo, stuff like that. Where you're practicing like physical violence as like a meditative practice. They say it's super nice for that purpose. And I've never tried it, but I kind of want to. I kind of want to get out there and roll on the mat, so to speak, for a little while. I don't even know how I would go about doing that, but it's something that I've considered.
Yeah. I think the closest thing to that I've had was weightlifting in high school.
Oh, sure.
I loved weightlifting in high school and it wasn't about like the gains or getting stronger.
The gains, yeah.
It was about having this like physical challenge, and it was about the self-motivation and the drive and
Sure.
pushing yourself on multiple levels.
I like that.
Um,
That's nice.
yeah, that's what enticed me so much. And it was super awesome for me. Like, it helped my mental state a shit ton in high school. And I just all around felt a lot better. And I mean, obviously, I was fit back then. I was feeling good physically. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
But
you were drinking the muscle milk and you know getting those Mondo gains, so you were feeling good.
yeah, I was drinking that Taurus milk.
Taurus milk.
That's a specific, very specific
Yeah,
reference.
that's a very like weirdly specific Dungeons and Dragons reference.
Yeah.
For any of the people listening out there in internet land who played Dungeons and Dragons with us, they'll pick up what the hell we mean when we say Taurus milk.
But otherwise, you're shit out of luck. So
Yeah, otherwise that's just some confusing shit. So, you know, whatever side of that barrier you fall on, sorry if you don't get it. You're welcome if you do. Okay, so that's masculine shit, right? Like that's you know like those sort of burning type things, right? Where it's like you know I like clove cigarettes and I like you know whiskey, right? Like that's masculine stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I think you and I can both agree that we like that stuff,
Mhm.
to some degree, right?
Yeah.
But let's talk feminine stuff. Let's talk traditionally feminine shit that we like. Right off the bat, Jared, I don't feel embarrassed to tell you I love birds. I love birds. I love watching birds. When I was younger, I spent a little bit of time at the Birds of Prey Center here in Idaho, and God, they're cool. They're just cool, and they're pretty, and I like them. I don't know if that's a traditionally feminine thing, but if it's not, then just let it be known to everybody now that I like birds.
Very nice.
Except geese. Geese are kind of an exception. Geese are assholes.
I love geese because they're assholes.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. It reminds me of a time in high school where I was walking across this field that the school had, and there was just a sea of geese before me, and I had to get across the field to get home. So I just start walking, and like Moses in the Red Sea, they parted in my path.
That's horrifying. That might be cool for you, but for me, I'm imagining a scenario where I'm walking through here and these geese are just kind of giving me the stink eye and they're hissing and they're flapping their fucking wings around and they're just kind of like looking at me weird. And that doesn't sound like my idea of a good time.
I'm not afraid to punch a goose.
You're not afraid to punch a goose?
No.
You're not afraid to send a goose back to his goose family with a black eye?
So I'm not afraid to send a goose back to its creator.
In a body bag. Yeah.
That's actually a lie. I never want to kill anything in my life.
That's fair. Me either, as a matter of
But
fact.
I will punch a goose.
Well, yeah,
If it's giving me shit, it's gonna get shit back.
yeah, if push comes to shove, you're down to punch a goose.
Yeah. Anyways, birds aside,
Yeah.
I love floral patterns.
Just like flowers on like clothes and stuff.
Yes. I think it just looks so nice. I love floral pattern dresses on people. And I used to have this hat from Spencer's. It just said like fuck on the front in like cursive or whatever, but the whole hat was in this really nice floral pattern.
I remember that hat.
Yeah, I don't know where it went.
That was a great hat.
I don't know where it went, and it makes me so sad. I just moved, and I don't know if I lost it in the move or if I gave it away at some point. If I did give it away, first of all, that was stupid of me. And if I gave it to somebody who's listening, give it back.
Yeah, give it back right now.
Right now.
Jared needs his hat. He needs his flowery fuck hat.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like, flowers, they're such a nice and pleasing thing to look at on, like, articles of clothing. And
just in general.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go full stop and just, like, say, like, flowers. Not even just flower patterns or, like, floral clothing. I just like flowers.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like the allergies that they give me, but I like flowers. I think they're pretty, you know? I like picking them and smelling them and saying, ooh, that's a beautiful, nice fragrance.
Mhm.
You know, like...
I love, like, walking through, like, a garden setting and coming across, like, a really nice patch of vibrant lavender.
Oh, yeah. Or orchids. You ever walk past some orchids?
Yeah.
That stuff's nice. Flowers are great. if we're talking feminine stuff, buddy, I'm gonna come right out and say it. This is one that I discovered the other day.
Pegging.
Pegging, yeah. Yeah, it's pegging. No, well, maybe. But no, that's not the one I was going for. I love crop tops. I just discovered this the other day because I had like jokingly tied my shirt into a crop top and was like walking around the apartment with a crop top on, and I was like, this is nice.
Yeah.
This midriff shit, I like it.
I think we're on the same page here. So, because you guys can't see me, I'm going to describe the fact that I'm wearing like a full body fishnet thing right now.
Yeah, he's wearing a fishnet bodysuit right now.
And I'm also wearing one of Ammar's shirts because it's breathable. But I really want to get a like crop top hoodie.
Ooh.
And wear the fishnet under it.
Oh, that's classic.
Yeah, so I got fishnet on my midriff and just this like puffy little crop top hoodie. I think that would look so sick.
That to me has to be like the most masculine thing you can do, is doing something so feminine, but just owning it, you know? Fishnets under a crop top sweater. Like, just owning that to the point where it's like, yeah, no, dude, I think I look good in a crop top. My midriff looks nice, and I'm going to put fishnets over it, right?
Yeah.
That, to me, is the most masculine thing.
Yeah. I really want to get stiletto nails, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the long, pointy ones.
Oh, sure.
I think those are so sick.
I don't relate to that one, but I can understand why somebody might think they're cool.
Also, stiletto nails on a partner, not something I've had the luxury of experiencing yet. But it is a dream.
Oh, sure. You dream of the day when you're dating somebody or spending time with a lady of the evening who has stiletto nails.
Yes. If she can claw out my intestines, I will fall in love.
Sure. For what brief time you have left alive.
Yes. And that is fine by me. I'm okay
Sure.
with dying like that.
That's
worth it.
That's the ideal death for you?
Yeah.
Okay, I can dig it. I can dig that.
But yeah, stiletto nails just look so good to me.
I like that. Sure. You know what? Perfume.
Yes.
Not just, and here's the thing, not just perfume on ladies, because everybody likes the smell of perfume on somebody else. I like the way it smells on me.
Mm-hmm.
I like to wear perfume. I like it much more than cologne, right? Because, like, here's what I hate, right?
Perfume has more fun smells.
Oh, yeah. Like, I hate that I go to a Walmart or you know, a Bath and Body Works, and all the masculine smells is always like Arctic chill or fucking sports endurance, and I'm like,
hog sweat.
Yeah, hog sweat, beer farts. It's like, I don't want that. I want, you know, I want like roses and tulips, right? Or fucking like, you know, lavender coconut or something like that. I like sweet, fruity smells, right?
Have you seen those ones where it's like whiskey or bourbon cologne?
Yeah, and I'm like, why do you want to smell like that?
Exactly. You want to smell like an alcoholic on a date?
Yeah, right? Like, oh, dude, I saw one that was a Mountain Dew scented soap.
No!
It was like Mountain Dew body wash. And I was like, that's disgusting. You want to smell like cheap soda that like a 10-year-old might drink? Like, is that what you want to smell like? I mean, I could see a world in which I'd buy Dr. Pepper scented soap. If I was an idiot, if I didn't have two brain cells to rub together.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, no, if that's your steez, no judgment from me, but I'm just saying it's dumb and you're wrong.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, but
no offense.
No offense, but go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Try getting pegged.
Yeah, try getting pegged. It's nice. It's fantastic. If we're barring all and talking like feminine shit, there's nothing more like quote unquote emasculating for most dudes than pegging, right? They're always like that shit. They're like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to get fucked in the butt. And it's like, well, have you tried it though?
Yeah.
Have you tried it?
You ain't gotta go full strap on. You can just like stick a little pinky in there.
Just pop a finger, dude. Pop a finger in there and you'll be pleasantly surprised at how nice it feels to poke the prostate, okay?
Yeah.
Like, you know, they get it in their head that they're like, getting your prostate touched sucks, right? Because you turned 40 and now a doctor has to stick his finger up your butt on the regular to make sure you don't have prostate cancer, right?
Yeah.
But I honestly think that if more dudes were open to the idea of like pegging and shit, not even just pegging, just getting their butts played with in general, there'd be less homophobia. I think.
Yeah,
You
me
know?
too.
Because I think a lot of dudes have it in their head that, like, you know, gay guys, they take it up the butt. That's fucking, why would you want to do that, right? They have this weird complex about stuff going in their butt.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they'll do it to girls that they're dating, right? And be fine with it. And they think that's hot, right? But doing it themselves? No, of course not, right?
It's because they know they don't wash their own assholes.
Dude, I've known a tremendous amount of dudes that don't wash their assholes. That is one masculine habit that some dudes have that I'm like, break the back of that shit. Buy a sponge or a loofah, clean your ass.
Straight up.
Because it's bad, right? Like, I am anal retentive about personal hygiene. I make sure that no offensive odor comes off of my person at any time.
Haha, anal.
Yeah, anal. Like, I just don't understand. Like, don't you feel gross? Wouldn't you feel disgusting?
I would feel absolutely disgusting.
Just doesn't make sense to me, man. It kind of harshes my mellow to even think about.
Plus, it feels like it would hurt in your day-to-day life. Like, you're not washing your asshole. Like, it must start to chafe and get sore.
You get a rash, man.
Yeah.
Babies, like, you know, like a baby, right? Like, you have to put powder and shit and
Yeah.
moisturizer on that because they get rashy by having it on there for just a little while.
Yeah.
I can't imagine a dude who's not properly cleaning his asshole, how bad that shit must itch.
Straight up.
His fingers probably smell so bad because he's scratching his ass all the time. Like, yeah, right? Like, it's disgusting,
Yeah.
right? And most of these dudes are like, well, I don't fucking do that, but you know they do. You know they're secretly hiding in the background, not washing their ass. So if there's one piece of unsolicited advice that I can give to the male audience that might be listening to us, wash your ass, wash it with soap, clean it out good. You'll feel happier, and girls will like you better. Nothing is more disgusting than a guy who doesn't wash his ass.
Yeah.
Girls will like you better if you do.
You know what? One of the best investments you can make is starting to buy wet wipes.
Oh, absolutely.
I love wet wipes. And I really learned the wonder of them when I was working as a caretaker. They were pretty much necessary.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you just got toilet paper, you're going to be sitting there trying to wipe this, old lady's butthole for like 45 minutes. Okay.
I'm horrified by what you're telling me right now.
Yeah.
Who hurt you?
Anyways, so wet wipes, they're just amazing. Like, even if you do regularly, like, wash your ass in the shower and stuff, and you're like a good hygiene kind of dude, like,
Yeah.
you're not doing too bad, just get wet wipes. They will make your fucking toilet life 10 million
Oh, dude,
times
I'll do you
better.
one better. You don't have to get wet wipes. Invest in a bidet.
Yeah,
They are affordable and they are fantastic. Once you've washed your ass at the toilet with a bidet, you'll never fucking go back.
Yeah, I've never tried one.
They are unreal how nice they are. I tried them at a friend of mine's house, or a friend of a friend, really. I had gone over to his house to play Dungeons and Dragons. You'll notice that tends to be how I meet the most new people. And he had a bidet in his toilet, and I gave it a shot. It was so nice. It's unreal how nice it is. Invest in a bidet. So, that's three pieces of unsolicited advice. Wet wipes, bidet, wash your assholes, gentlemen. Like, it's just, it just works. It's just nice.
Yeah. Also, once you've done all that, get tongued.
Get tongued. You're on a sex kick. You're on like a let's talk about the weird things we want women to do to our buttholes.
I haven't even
kick.
done any of this.
Oh, yeah, but you just think it's cool. You like the idea.
Yeah.
I see. I can respect that. I've done most of that stuff, so I'm pretty well versed in it, and I speak from experience when I say it's nice. It's
you have
nice.
experienced greater heavens than I.
Yes. I'm something of a Dos Equis guy, a most interesting man in the world when it comes to getting my butthole touched. Oh man! All right, okay. Do you have other feminine things that you like that you want to talk about?
Give me a second to let the blood get back to my brain.
Sure.
For a second.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. God damn it. Yes. So, I really love this place called Antique World. This is not inherently feminine, because Antique World has a ton of antique shit, from like, not ancient, but like knives from old wars and
Yeah, like World War II memorabilia and shit like that.
yeah, but also it's got like a bunch of collectibles for like shows and games, and it has a bunch of like little pieces of art. And it's where I have found a small collection of tiny ceramic objects.
Sure.
I love tiny versions of shit. I once went
For example?
I once went to the record exchange downtown, and in one of their cabinets, they had a little necklace with an itty bitty harmonica on it.
That's
and
adorable.
I lost my shit, and I wanted it so bad.
A baby harmonica
broke.
on a
Yeah.
necklace? That's adorable.
Yeah.
I
It was
kind of like
like
that.
an inch or less big. But Antique World had these itty bitty ceramic potted plants. They were like all flowers and
That's
stuff.
very cute.
I fell in love, so I bought a few. And my girlfriend at the time, she was out of the house one day. I had her roommate let me in, and I like went into her room and I left them on her windowsill as gifts for her to just like find when she got home. So I love tiny stuff, and I also love to like gift tiny stuff or just gift in general.
Sure.
But gosh, I love cute shit.
Yeah, no, dude, I love cute shit too. I like puppies. I like kittens. I especially like capybaras. I've been on a kick about capybaras recently. You know this. You know this about
Yep.
me, Jared. I've been talking about them constantly and how cool I think they are. I like frogs. Fucking frogs, dude. Frogs are my shit, you know? So I'm with you. I like cute stuff. Like I went to the dollar store the other day and they had these tiny little envelopes, like tiny little baby envelopes. And I was like,
God.
these are so cute. I don't even know what I would mail in an envelope like that small. It couldn't have been much more than like 4 inches by 3 inches.
Polaroid dick pic.
Polaroid dick pic. That's
Classy.
That's classy. If you're gonna send dick pics, which you shouldn't,
Yeah.
fourth piece of unsolicited advice, don't send dick pics to people, but if you're gonna, send it via snail mail in a fucking tiny baby envelope, a Polaroid of your dick. A
Yeah.
tasteful Polaroid, gentlemen. If you're gonna take nudes, take tasteful nudes.
Mhm.
All of my nudes look like Renaissance art. Okay? I kid you not. They're either Renaissance, I either model them after Renaissance art, or I do the Austin Powers thing where I find increasingly strange things to censor the fun bits with.
I have seen one of your dick pics. Only one. And it was back in high school.
Sure.
This man had...
I was 18 at the time.
Yes.
So it was not underage pornography.
And I was of age when I saw it.
Yeah.
So this man had like taken a bunch of pictures on Snap or whatever, and he had used the like snip tool to like cut out people's faces. He'd gotten one of one of our Mormon classmates, also of age, and he stuck that on the head of one of his dick pics.
I did. I love that guy to death. If he's listening, he might know who he is, but I'm not gonna tell him. I'm not gonna name names. But everyone involved in this story was of age, so there was no sussy going on.
No.
But yeah, no, I was an 18-year-old kid with another 18-year-old Mormon kid's face photoshopped over my dick, basically.
It was single-handedly probably the funniest thing I'd ever seen in my entire goddamn life.
It might be the funniest thing I've ever done in my entire life.
It like, if that's not peak comedy,
I don't know what is.
it's just so good.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. I find it very, I don't know, like, not enlightening, but freeing to know that we have both seen each other's dicks.
Yeah, I mean, well, here's the thing. We're coming up on sort of what I think will be the end here. But before we close things out, a fifth piece of unsolicited advice, and this might be the most important one. Okay?
Look at your friends' dicks.
Kinda. Like, moreover, just get comfortable with, like, and I discovered this from hanging out with women, just like hanging out with chicks, and they hang out naked all the time. They send their nudes to each other to gas each other up. They take naked Polaroids with one another. Like, chicks are woke when it comes to being, like, nude around their friends.
Yeah.
And it's freeing and it's nice. If you're a dude out there and you haven't tried it, hang out naked around your friends more often. Not without asking, don't be creepy, don't be weird, but like get comfy with the idea of like, you know, not being weird with your own body. Like don't feel uncomfortable in your own fucking skin. Get used to the idea of people seeing you as you actually are, right?
Yeah.
Because chicks do that all the time and it seems so nice and it seems like such a boon for a friendship that they are able to like be naked around each other.
Straight up.
Without it being a weird sexual thing. Like strictly platonic nudity is the best thing for you. Seeing your friend's dick is good. That's the advice.
Have I ever told you that I'm so proud of you, Ammar?
About what I just said?
Yeah.
I don't think so, because you've never heard me say something so ridiculous. But I do genuinely believe it. That is actually a piece of advice that you should take. Hang out naked around your friends more often. Cuddle with your boys. Tell them you love them. Just be sweet. Be nice.
While we're on this topic of, like, intimacy.
Sure.
I really don't think this should be considered feminine, but I think it probably is in this day and age still.
Sure.
I have made a stone cold habit of saying I love you to my friends all of the time.
Yes, me too. Absolutely.
And I think that's so important because I do love them and I want them to know that. But also, I specifically make sure that I always say I love you after I say goodbye to them.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if when I say goodbye to someone I love, if that's going to be the last time I get to say that to them. So I want the very last thing that I say to someone I love to be, I love you.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
I think that's so important. Because if you miss that opportunity, like...
You'll regret it. You'll absolutely regret it. That's one thing I picked up from my stepfather. He never says goodbye when he gets off the phone with somebody. He always says one love. Which is like, you know, like I love you, basically, because like, you know, it's a fancy way of saying like, you know, I love you, you're my boy, I have one love for you, you know, like, because you don't know for sure, right? Awful shit happens all the time, you know, like people get struck by lightning, right? You know, people get mauled by bears, you know, you crash your car, like weird shit happens to people, and you want them to know that you loved them at the end, right? Like that's important. Don't let whatever you said at the end to somebody be negative. Let it always be, I love you. Or, you know, I'm glad you're my friend. Or something like that. Something that they can take to the grave with them and be happy about. That's a fucking great note to end on, I think.
I agree.
I think that's fantastic. All right. Well, thanks for joining us for the No Experience podcast. Make sure to follow us on social media. We got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube and SoundCloud if you haven't, or if you like our content. You know, do all the fun and interesting and cool things that real, actual human content creators ask for.
Yeah, definitely real.
Definitely human.
Very fleshy.
Yeah, fleshy, not reptile skin underneath.
Or like hydraulic either.
Yeah, we're not robots, we're not reptiles. I promise you can trust me on that.
And not to say that anybody is calling us reptiles or robots.
Yeah, no one is calling us that, but if they did, that would be inaccurate.
Yeah, that would be just factually wrong.
Yes. Have a good day, everyone.